The sound of the final buzzer means it's hangover time. So grab a drink and join your host, Alphonse Sidney, for a Miami Heat Beat post-game show.
Heat win, but did they really? But at what cost? It's the Thanos meme tonight. The Heat won. They swept the season series from the Lakers. So by my count and by my good friend Ryan Cortez, the Heat are tied 4-4 in the NBA Finals right now. The next game determines the winner, best of 9 series. But for real, somehow tonight's win just doesn't feel great. There's a couple things. First of all, you faced a Laker team without LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Kyle Kuzma, and you were able to squeak out a 6-point win. You gave up multiple double-digit leads throughout the game. Every time you got to an 8-point lead, you turned the ball over. You did something stupid. It continued the theme of a team that struggles putting bad teams away, right? And that's been the theme all season. The Lakers are not a bad team, but the Lakers without Anthony Davis, LeBron James, and Kyle Kuzma are a bad team. Okay, so let's not mince words here. This is a team you should have put away early. Everyone should have went to bed. You know what I mean? Like it shouldn't have been this hard fought battle where you're trying to figure out how to stop KCP. Because like if your issue is stopping Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, there are bigger issues. The second thing is that Oladipo went out and went to the locker room with a non-contact injury. I'm not going to play Twitter doctor. I love the Twitter doctors. That's an ACL. That's a quad tear. Somebody said it was a bone bruise tonight, and he ain't even hit nobody. So there was the Twitter doctors were out in full force. We're not going to do that tonight, but what we will say is it looked bad for a guy with a ton of injury history. And speaking of injury history, Andre Drummond has a ton of it. He went to the locker room and came back out. So let's not overthink this. Let's not go crazy. Maybe he didn't come back out just because it's the fourth quarter, and why risk it? But go ahead, bring me out, Brass. I feel like this is one of the least joyous wins we've had on Hangover Time, because we're all sitting here, we're all thinking about Depot, I feel, and we're all also looking at the fact that this should have been a much easier win in my opinion. Once again, I am Alphonse Sidney, aka Alf954. I do that a lot. I forget to introduce myself. I think everyone who tunes into the show knows me, but anyway, I'm Alphonse Sidney, aka Alf954. You're watching Hangover Time, and this is what we do every night. So before we get super depressed about Depot or anything like that, let's find out what everyone's drinking. I feel you, Shmeethan. I feel you. It's been a long time since I felt this bad. Siobhan, I think me and you are gonna argue tonight. I'm worried about it because we have such a good relationship. We're so close. You're creating a piece of art for my man cave here.
I am.
Now you're gonna fuck it up on purpose because it's not gonna be good for us tonight. But before we get to that, what are you drinking?
One fist tonight, but it's a sturdy little fist of Gentleman's Jack.
There you go. I'm actually drinking dark liquor tonight, so it's my fault. No, actually, I think he won. But it's my fault there was an injury because I usually drink vodka during Heat games.
It just felt like a loss, but whatever.
And honestly, it feels fucking terrible. Like I feel awful. Like honestly, I'm like, am I depressed? Like what's going on with me right now?
I had a fantastic day.
Imagine if we lost, how shitty we'd feel.
Oh my God.
I won today. That's all that matters.
Hey,
There you
Tiff.
go.
Congrats.
Tiff.
Winning Tiff. What are you drinking tonight? Happy anniversary, by the way.
That's right.
Thank you.
And thank you for coming through on your. First of all, congratulations on having the type of wife that is okay with you coming on doing Hangover Time on your anniversary. Because I know the one I'm about to marry ain't about to be about this bullshit. Believe me.
Everybody else sleep.
September 18th from here on out will be an off day for Alf.
Everybody sleep, so I'm the only one still up.
Okay, and so congrats for finding the perfect woman.
Thank you.
And then second of all,
Tito's is still kicking. This is the last Tito's of the night.
So how lit are you,
man?
She's been dropping
hit me one time, Moose. Hit me one time, Moose.
One time, Moose. One time for Tiff.
Gotta hit him one time for the anniversary. Drip drop.
Oh, I love it. Brass, what are you drinking tonight?
So I made a drink called it's called Too Soon. It's got chinar and gin and lemon juice and simple syrup.
Damn.
And and some muddled orange. Too soon because I think maybe we traded Kelly too soon. I don't. No, I'm kidding. No, it was the right move. Get better, Vic.
Did you muddle that orange yourself?
Yeah, of course. What? Who the fuck is else?
Use a motherfucker, Brass. I'm just telling you.
He's a muddling motherfucker.
Use a muddling motherfucker.
Children chew it or something. What is he supposed to do?
I'm just saying.
I do
like,
have a
I don't
kitty
know.
cocktail book. I do make them some non-alcoholic drinks sometimes.
This dude setting him up for a
life.
life.
Not a great thing to see him
setting him up for a life of success. I have a muddler back here, and I don't know what the fuck to do with it. I also have one of those swirly spoons that I guess you're supposed to mix drinks with. I have a whole bar set, and all I do is drink Crown and Sprite or vodka and Sprite.
Wait,
so
you saw it like near the checkout of like Bed Bath or something? And
no, I actually ordered it on Amazon. I was like,
okay.
I want a bar, and then I realized I'm too lazy to make nice drinks. I just want as
Dumplings
much
at
liquor as possible with one mixer to cut it.
Yeah, that's right. And Chris, I made a double too. Yeah. Oh well.
It's been that kind of night.
It has.
Chris pointed that shit out for real. I did think about it. I was like, whatever. I'm gonna let Brass off the hook. This is a rough game to watch. Hey, Moose, what you drinking tonight?
Man, it's a W. You know, win or lose, I'm repping that monkey shoulder, baby. I'm trying to get
monkey booty.
That endorsement right here.
They got that monkey booty.
Hey.
By the way, Moose got that drip drop shirt on. It's back on the site. Brass got the Hangover Time hoodie. It's not back on the site yet, I don't believe, but it will be soon. I have
hottest selling shirt in the lower South Florida region.
I don't know if we can claim that officially.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Put it in the air. Put it in the air.
I'm gonna have to look at the data. I got the LSO shirt on. You guys can cop this.
Hey.
Fuck the numbers.
Exactly.
Yeah. Someone asked me how I drink whiskey with Sprite because I ran out of vodka, motherfucker. That's how.
It's good. What are you talking about?
Yeah, whiskey with Sprite. Honestly, whiskey with Sprite.
Fantastic.
Honestly, if you order a Crown or whiskey and ginger in most places don't have ginger ale on tap. So what they do is they just they give you whiskey, Sprite, and a splash of Coke, and then they hand it to you, and your dumb ass thinks you're drinking ginger ale when you're drinking Sprite. So if you're hating on me, hate on everybody ever who's drank a whiskey and ginger at a shitty sports bar. Can
you guys listen to this show? Tell how much we really want to talk about this game.
Oh my god, I'm so.
We're going on 10 minutes.
No, I feel like we've gotten some detailed breakdowns into what happened tonight. Listen, I just honestly, I'm sitting here just like waiting for fucking
the show to be over.
Oladipo news and the show to be over.
Yeah, really.
Siobhan, I'll start with you. Jimmy Butler, man, 28 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals. Dude, once again, did everything, and I think this is where we're going to fight because I'm tired of Jimmy Butler having to do all this shit against bad teams and having close games with 6 minutes left, and we having nail biters against bad because this was a bad team they played tonight.
Okay, so maybe we have differences in what we believe to be bad. I still think without AD, without LeBron, that is a type of team. The way they're constructed is still in a way to give us problems. Dennis is quick and twitchy. Drummond, while maybe not have played the whole time, is still big in lumbers. Cantavius has like a type of grit in him. When he playing games in like ankle monitors, like this is still a group of people that like is built to give us issues. And so while the names weren't there, this team could have easily let the rope go. And I was seeing so much online, like people were like y'all were really upset. And for me personally, it never really felt in doubt. At no point in this game did I think that they were going to lose. And it was because the way that Jimmy was getting his buckets, he felt and looked so in control. His jump shot, his form, he didn't feel like he was pressing. He didn't feel worried. I felt no worry at any point during this game. And I just saw calamity. This is the team that they have been. They have never been an offensive juggernaut. They don't have the talent.
But that's not true. That's where we differ.
No. Okay, this is where we can differ. They had a good They were a good offense last season, and we still got to the playoffs as the 5 seed. We weren't 1 or 2. We weren't out here.
Yeah, but let's stop. Let's stop that. Our winning percentage last year was much better than it is this year.
Okay.
Also, our point differential last year was way better than it is this year. This team right now is not as good as the team was last year.
We didn't come into the season as good as the team that was last year. So I don't know why we had this same expectations that we were just flat out going to the finals.
But that's what people are upset about.
Why?
So you're upset the fact that this team is not. You got worse off of a finals appearance.
So then you should still be upset at roster construction at the point that the team was built who it was. Okay, so then I don't get why we do the same shit every game. Okay, they could have lost the game and they did.
But you're upset at roster construction, and you're also upset at the fact that the fucking effort is shit, right? So roster construction, and then you just said that a team without their best 3 players is built to beat us. Like that is so damning. If that's what the analysis is, that a team with a big 3 of Dennis Schroeder, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and what this motherfucker, whenever the Morris twins is built to beat us, that is fucking bad. You know what I mean? Like, you are hoping that Victor Oladipo would fix some of these issues. And I still think if he comes back, there is time. But you can't be upset with Heat fans that are frustrated by the fact that over and over again, we can't put away bad teams.
Vic, this is his 4th, 5th game. He got to the cup. He was more trying to get jump shots. Belly did stuff. Like, we are still working in pieces. And truthfully, everything that you said is correct. And we could have fucking lost the game. That's my own, like, the fact that it's just an automatic L. Yeah, Vic got hurt, but like, it didn't look good, but it could have looked a fuck ton worse. And they did good things. Like, they addressed little things. Like, I saw stuff that looked good from this team, and they managed to pull out a win. That's my whole thing. Like, it was just doom and gloom and just like on the top.
Okay, Tiff, and I'm gonna go to you next because you talked about the fact that the Heat have set expectations at this point. The fan base at this point, and me, listen, one thing I always try to explain to people, I am going to seem different after wins and losses because I'm not an analyst. I'm not an emotionless motherfucker. I'm over here getting mad as fuck, throwing shit at the TV. I'm a fan, and this is a fan-based show. We offer analysis, and Siobhan does a great job of play breakdowns, and we try to be, a little bit detached. But at the end of the day, Tiff, we're fans, right? And our expectations were lifted coming from last year as a finals team, and our expectations should be more, in my opinion, than beating a depleted Lakers team by 6 points, with Jimmy having to play how many minutes? 36 minutes from Jimmy.
Oh, you fin? Okay.
Yeah. I'm like...
Got that right.
I'm like, whoa. How much have you had to drink tonight? Goddamn.
Yeah, one time with a dread drive. My girl's gone.
No, but legit, Tiff, the expectations are raised.
So this is it's a backhanded compliment because they are raised, but for me they aren't, because I keep saying the same things are the same things. Like this is who they are. They are schizophrenic. And I don't know why like we expected anything different when the core is still the core. The core is schizophrenic. So, and that includes Jimmy. So it's like, yeah, they got to the finals last year. They brought back the same core and they actually let a couple of pieces slide away. So in essence, yes, they came back worse, but the core is still the core. They're still schizophrenic. Can they get to the second round of the playoffs, the third round of the playoffs playing this way? They can, because they did it last year, playing schizophrenically. But like at some point, we just got to be like, Jimmy gonna be wearing that cape for the rest of the season or until his knees fall off. This is just what it is.
Well, I think that Brass, I think a lot of us were hoping what Siobhan and Tiff are saying is absolutely correct, right? Like this is who they've been all year. So sometimes like I get in arguments all the time on social media where people are saying, what's going on? What's this? What's that? The offense looks bad. I'm like, this is the offense. This has been the offense all season. And now it's surprising because they were so good last year. And we've seen over the last 6 games, they're scoring more than they have all year. So the offense does seem to be coming around. But one of the things we thought was going to help this offense was Victor Oladipo. Right. And if Victor Oladipo is out for an extended period or out for the season, we're back to square one.
Yeah, we're in trouble if Vic is out for the rest of the season. But I don't want to put that in the air.
Right.
Let's hope.
Also, let me just say something, Brass. I don't mean to just like knock your drink off the table and keep walking.
Oh, it's okay. I hardly have any left.
But I just need to address something in the comments. Y'all don't need to run nothing back from 2 games ago. I've been saying the same shit since game 1. They are schizophrenic. This is who they are. They look good for 3 games. They look bad for 4 games. This is it. I've never changed the tune since last year. Alf, what have I been saying?
No, we've both been screaming.
This is it.
I've been screaming since December. They need a guard. And I thought with Vic, they had the guard. And if Vic is okay, I'm still high on this team. If Vic is not okay, Brass, I'm not. I'm not high on this team anymore because I wasn't high on the motherfuckers who were here before the trade deadline. So I'd be hypocritical as fuck to be like, oh, I feel great about this team when I didn't like the team before the trade deadline. Right. The only thing that's changed my mind is Victor Oladipo.
Right. Well, and that trade was a worthy trade. No matter like you make that trade, that was a stellar trade. So if Vic is out. Let's just say, hypothetically, he's out for the rest of the season, and I hope that's not the case. Get the fuck out of here saying we shouldn't trade for Vic. We absolutely should trade for Vic. That was a risk you thought you were going to take, that you knew you were going to take.
The risk was fucking Kelly Olynyk, and your offense was terrible with him.
Right. You gave up Kelly Olynyk. You got to test drive the car.
And you weren't bringing him back next year.
Exactly.
Correct.
You weren't bringing Kelly back. You weren't bringing Kelly back. So let's just be honest. It needed to be done. The move needed to be made, whether it would have been Vic or anybody else. Something had to be done.
But I will say
had they not made a move, the fans would have everybody would have been crying. They didn't do anything. They didn't make an improvement. So it's like you live with what the results are.
Riley, sleep at the wheel.
But I think we're late enough in this season. We need to totally forget about last season. Okay? We've said many times before on this show, this is a different team than we saw last season. And as to Tiff's point, we have seen a large enough sample size with this season, this team this season, where we kind of know what we're getting. And the offense was bad. It was just flat bad this season. And it seemed like it was correcting. The course was being corrected by having Oladipo in there, even though his offensive output was, I think, was going to get better. It still shifted the way this team played.
Please.
And so I think if Vic comes back, listen. at least we fucking won. So I don't want to be like overly negative because was this a shit win? Is it a win that kind of felt like a loss, especially with Depot going out? Absolutely. It has that kind of feeling to it. However, it's still a win. And you just need to chip away and stay afloat. And then even if Vic is out for a while, if he's out until like the playoffs, like you should be able to stay afloat. You should. God damn it. Like
Yes.
Brass is willing these motherfuckers into the playoffs.
You have to. You have some talent on this team. You know, Jimmy could do that himself. Like
I mean, he's gonna have to.
He is going to have to, and I'm concerned about that. Like, it's the wear. Overall, I think they can will themselves to really push through. But as we've been saying all season, it's all about the wear and tear. Well, shit, that's a downer.
Damn. Well, I mean, what the fuck?
Now, okay, so we just found out that DMX has passed. Man, that sucks, man. Shit. That's the median age on this show right now. We are of the DMX generation. Man, that fucker was the soundtrack to my teenage years, to be honest with you. You know, my late teenage years, my college years, like DMX was that motherfucker, man.
I had that shit bumping in my Ford Escort when I was a teenager.
Let me tell you, the Honda Civic, we fucked some doors up on them shits. Like, I remember, quick DMX story. We used to go to Club Boca on Sunday nights, and they would have a hip hop night, and my boys would break dance. They'd have live performances, but I would tell you, they would at some point they would play they play that Nori, what, and everyone started fucking going wow, niggas throwing bows, and then they would play. That niggas want to be killers. Get at me. When that shit hit, it was a motherfucking rap. I mean, we was throwing bows, throwing people left and right. Like, DMX was the soundtrack to my late teen, early college years. So R.I.P. DMX. That is a blow, man. Like, that is like, oh man. Like, I seen young people out here on the social media apps talking that shit like DMX don't got fans. Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
They don't know.
Y'all have no clue. You know what I'm saying? If that Rough Riders comes on, you be out here. My dogs don't. You don't even have to play the remix, and the whole crowd knows the call and response. Like, it was a different era, man. DMX was that dude. Oh my god, that hurts, man. I'm sorry to break into a Heat postgame show with my DMX eulogy, but fuck, man.
Seem to be some conflicting reports, but we'll see.
Family and friends.
We'll see.
Has it? I don't know if it's been reported yet. But
whether he's dead or
been
not,
on life support, and it's
whether he's dead or not.
Unfortunately, it looks like it's coming.
It's not good.
Yeah.
It's not good.
For y'all who don't know who DMX is, that motherfucker was that dude.
Yeah.
Dropped 2 platinum albums in 1 year. Nobody did that shit. You waited a year and a half. You toured your first album before you dropped your second one. This dude in 1 calendar year said, I'm dropping two albums. They both went platinum. And that's when we used to have to go to the fucking store and pick up a CD. We wasn't downloading shit.
True.
We barely fucking had the internet back then. We dialed up. Listen, get off my lawn. Anyway, Moose, let's get back to the game. Fuck, man.
All right. I mean, fine.
Belly was my fucking favorite movie. I ain't going
Belly's
back to jail, dog.
Belly was dope.
Shorty can't eat no books.
Moose, was Belly dope tonight, though?
When it rains, niggas get wet.
Yeah. I mean, tonight he was good.
I'm just gonna start doing DMX impressions for the rest of the fucking.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I mean, look, we can get into this game. Come on, hit me with some questions.
I'm sorry.
Ask me anything.
I'm all fucked up. To the game. I'm fucked up because
yeah. How about Siobhan? You want to do your breakdown?
Let's go to a breakdown, and then we'll get back on it, man.
Yeah.
I'm all fucked up, man.
R.I.P.
Oh, hold up. Let me break it down so it can forever and consistently be broke.
All right, pause, Brass. So I just got 4 today. First couple are offensive, last couple are defensive. This is that weird TNT backboard angle, so bear with me. So the first one is just a little bit of motion. Go ahead, Brass. Starting off here, Vic's gonna kick. Duncan gets inside of the stagger with he and Bam. Bam rolls. He bows out a little bit, but he rolls. And then pause. So I don't know what it is that I want Trevor to do right here coming off of this screen if Jimmy sets a stronger screen, but I don't think it's the pump fake dribble drive he tried to yam on at the end. But I like the motion. I think there's some openings here in this little left side. You can see the whole left side of the lane is unoccupied. But go ahead. Don't get anything pump fake drives. And then Bam follows up. Next play, I tweeted a day or so. Oh, hold on. This is a different one. Okay, hold on. Give me a second. What's happening here? Okay, go ahead. So pause. Okay, can you start this one again? So this is a defense. I was looking at their rotations and how they were pretty solid. They were really good. They recovered for each other well. Pause. Tyler settled in a little bit where he needed to. He's still aware of his guy in the corner. Bam dropped. He has Drummond cutting through. Trevor helps out to, I guess, kind of close this trap with Gordon in the corner. Okay, go ahead. And then Trevor comes back over. Okay, pause. Not Trevor, Vic. Bam flies out. Vic, same thing here. Like, I don't know what their rotations, like what they are supposed to do with the post out of their trapping rotations. But Vic is, settled behind here. Maybe that could have been fine. Bam could have doubled down. Instead, Vic goes for the gamble over top. Go ahead, Brass. And he recovers, but make things a little bit more difficult than we need to sometimes. Go ahead. Okay, this is the offense. All right. Pause. So I was talking the other day about how I think Nemanja needs to get a quicker release to really help us, and I still do. Go ahead. You'll see here, if he just pops and shoots, like sets himself, he has enough space, he has enough time. I think he can get a shot off. I think he spaces a little too far out sometimes. If he can space the right in this area and just, catch and launch, I think he'll be good. But if he can do this consistently, that opens some stuff up too. Go ahead, Brass. If he can drive and kick and drive and finish that little layup, I think that's good. And then before you roll this last one of the things that I saw that I liked the most out of this game was the way that I think that they were defending some of the traps. Last game, they were showing flat and kind of just in good position, closing it off there. This game, they were showing flat, but they were pressing up into the ball handler and pushing them further away from the basket. Go ahead, Brass. I think Belly does it here. Yep, pause. So he comes out and then he and Jimmy press up. They, push Dennis back, make the rotations longer. Again, they rotated pretty well out of this. Go ahead, Brass. Goran takes that guy through. Iggy's splitting the two back there. And then Nemanja covers all the way back down to Montrez. They got a steal, and then they got a fast break layup. I understand they could have looked better, but they did do some stuff that I thought they did well this game.
Excellent.
I'm trying to load up this tweet, Brass. Did you get it? But by the way, great job, Siobhan.
Excellent.
Thanks.
as always, what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to get Siobhan's breakdowns, and we're going to kind of put them out there, post them on YouTube so you guys can get them condensed because people love your breakdowns. I think you put things in a way that people can understand, but at the same time, it's like that shit is on point. Like you are really diving in to what they're doing. And like sometimes I think us as novices watch the game and we're just like, they fucked up. But I mean, did they really fuck up? Or like what was the thinking behind it? I think you kind of break that down. It just makes it a lot more digestible, to a dumbass like me. So I appreciate that shit. So here's a tweet that a lot of people were alerting us to. So Barry Jackson said, Bam said Oladipo was in the locker room, congratulating teammates just now. I'm glad he's okay. I feel like he's okay. He just had a little scare. And that is huge. Like, huge.
Major sigh of relief.
Listen, Moose, hit us with time with the relief drip drop because I want to take a fucking swig because I was like depressed and shit. Let's go, Moose.
We gotta hit him one time with a drip drop.
Damn it, bro.
Let's fucking go. If Oladipo's okay, man. Siobhan, you're right. This was a great win.
Nah, leave me alone. Leave me alone.
This is an awesome win. This is awesome. Like they did it without Depot. Like they didn't have Depot down the stretch. Like it's amazing.
They were balling.
We don't even need a bubble wrap until the fucking playoffs. We got this.
Yeah,
I need 36 hard minutes.
Put Depot, UD, and Goron in an ice chest somewhere and break them out for the second round.
But for real,
got this,
if
baby.
If there's anything that happens with Depot, if he looks hurt for a second, send his ass to the locker room though.
Yeah,
it's not worth it.
No, for real. Like honestly,
it's legitimately not worth it.
I'm not gonna read that one out loud. I thought you guys would enjoy that one.
Alf, Mr. Williams.
Stupid.
Oh, he's Lawrence Fish from Higher Learning. Bone bruise. Nobody even touched this nigga.
No one touched him. He
How the fuck
over his own
and
toe.
then someone tried to give you some medical explanation that you can tear a quad and it's considered a bruise. Bitch, if nobody hits me, it ain't a bruise. Fuck about your medical definition.
Contusion. Some type
gotta
of
hit.
impact.
Yeah, you gotta hit me for me to get bruised. I'm over here talking about I have scratches on my back. I'm gonna tell my girl those are non-contact scratches.
Unless he got like veins just pulling.
Time out.
Those
Time out, Alf.
We got a WebMD situation.
That's a non-contact hickey. I didn't no. They told me on Twitter you don't have to get hit to get a bruise. So that lipstick on my collar, that's non-contact lipstick.
That glitter on my neck, baby. I didn't touch nothing.
That's that non-contact glitter.
Must be in the air.
Gotta hit him one time with a pro tip. Drip drop.
I'm gonna write that one down. I gotta keep that in my back pocket.
Yeah, that's that airborne glitter, baby. I ain't touched nobody.
Man, this changes my feeling right now.
I feel so much better now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great win, y'all. Great win. We did
that reporting from Bam really fucking set me on a different.
Because Bam is a certified physician. We all
is.
know that. So, that's fine. Yeah.
He's not just a Twitter doctor.
No,
he's not.
Not like David Ramil from Locked On Heat. Quack.
Does Bam put in that effort as a doctor every day though?
No.
Or is he pick and choose?
He's not. He picks his spots.
He picks his cases.
Smith and Schmolik says if a cop pulls me over for being drunk, I'm just gonna say I'm not drunk. I got a bone bruise.
That's an excellent pro tip there.
Did he play?
Yeah, I did. Listen, Twitter told me it was okay. Carteliana says Siobhan saved the season. Siobhan, is it Bond's breakdown or Von's breakdown?
So you say it as if it's a B. My actual name though is pronounced like it's a V.
Okay, I wanted to make sure because we are trying to make sure. So also don't forget to go to store.miamiheatbeat.com. Get some of the merch, that drip drop merch, that Hangover Time merch.
More coming soon.
Hopefully,
A
we
lot
get
more.
Alf, more soon come.
More soon come.
Phrasing.
We just gotta wake up Brian Goins and see if he, if he wants to be part of this. Brass, what you want to do next? You want to go to the Miami Heat movie, or do you want to go to Moose at the movies? I feel like we're heavy stream beat going forward.
Yeah, we could do because we only have
like
a couple
that.
entries. We only have a couple entries for the Heat movie tonight, and I don't care. I don't want to go through all those fucking names out.
No, are you sure you don't want to go through the whole list?
I really don't. You can ask people in the chat, but I don't want to do it.
Okay, I'm gonna ask the chat. Chat, do you want Brass to go through the whole list?
Please don't make me do
the
this.
first 3 answers are what we're going off of.
Yo, somebody said Brian ain't been the same since that Jimmy Butler tweet.
Which tweet?
So we got one no, we got one the whole list, and we got a second no. Oh, so the first 3 came in.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
All
I see some yeses.
My fan.
A ton of yeses, but I said I'm
no though. That's pretty.
I'm going off
defiant.
the first. I'm going off. Somebody said hell no.
Yeah, that's pretty defiant. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So again, we only have a couple
Love the
tonight,
music.
and one of them is a redo. So we got. I don't have the name in front
I don't
of me.
like this one.
Wait, we're
I'm already
recasting?
mad.
We have one of our first recastings tonight.
Whoa, this is a major shakeup.
So in place of
It's
Omar
not a-
Epps,
Oh,
okay.
Which is perfect.
Again, we're this is
It's
just
perfect.
we're throwing this out. I happen to like the Omar Epps one. I think that works. Siobhan disagrees.
Good
I just
actor.
like the version of it. Wade.
Good
Okay.
actor. He plays the Steelers
want
coach
a younger
currently.
Wade.
Okay,
He's
so
versatile.
So this edition we have tonight, I'm not sure I'm pronouncing it correct. Cinco Walls, and that's what we got for.
No.
Who the hell is that?
No.
Yeah, Friday Night Lights allegedly.
Well, yeah, you.
I'm not-
I don't see him on the Friday Night Lights IMDb.
This is no.
I just listen.
Over-
This
over-
person hit me up a whole bunch of times, and I want to honor that. I'm just putting it out there. I don't think the rest of us are feeling that too much.
He doesn't have the acting chops.
I mean,
Yeah.
he can't be Dwayne Wade.
No.
You're talking about one of the leading
Well,
roles.
and I'm glad you went
Somebody
with
said
that.
it's
I'm glad-
racist.
Yeah. Someone said not all black people.
Omar
And
Epps
this is
does
not.
look like Dwayne Wade.
Boo! Not all black people are the same. This is not Brass. This is
Nope.
These are a couple
no,
people
this is
who
a
have been
fancy
on.
suggestion.
They've been on Brass's ass to put this guy up.
Son.
And,
They really have.
I got.
Now, I will say this. So
I got
speaking of
side by
awards,
sides.
because that's how this all started. So yeah, Moose, you're canceled for this. I totally agree with that. So speaking of awards, we wanted to go for Oscars, and I think we solidified some Oscar at least nominations for this. But that's not enough for me. I desperately want a Tony from this too. I think we can make it. I think we could bring this shit to Broadway. And so for Justin Hamilton, do you guys remember Justin Hamilton?
Of course.
Wow,
Yeah.
deep cut. Yeah.
Deep cut.
Classic.
Jorts.
Oh,
Oh,
Manuel
yeah.
Miranda.
That's right.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, spitting
South Florida
image.
native.
I'm rocking with that. So
Spitting image, man.
Yeah, I think listen, that man is guaranteed Tony. All right?
We can get a Tony and maybe a Grammy.
Absolutely.
EGOT.
Listen, we're
Got
going
on
for
the
the
way.
EGOT. We're going
One
for
time for the EGOT.
Hit him one time with the EGOT.
Hey, Brass is cast as me. I like that.
Hit him one time for the drip drop.
All right.
I'm still mad we didn't cast Alex Solana as Goron, but
As Goron, I mean, I recommended it. We gotta save money somewhere.
yeah,
But we're not saving money on Dwayne Wade. Whoever.
No, that's Omar.
I think we might be overpaying for Justin Hamilton.
It's worth it though. It's a big role.
It's worth it for the Tony.
It might be a lot.
For the
But
Tony.
The stage version of the Miami Heat movie is going to be fucking fire.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
So good.
we're going to take that shit to Broadway.
Oh man, but like the Heat is on opening number. Oh fucking.
Oh my
I
god.
can't even. I'm. Oh.
You feel the heat down in your soul. That's going to be if we open up with that. little Glenn Rice, Bimbo Cole's dance number. It's gonna be fire.
Oh yeah,
Ronnie
you hear
Cycli.
that? Oh, clap your hands, y'all! Clap your hands! Oh man, is the lights going? Oh man!
Oh yeah,
Fuck
chills,
a movie.
Brass.
I'm all about the stage
I'm
production.
loving it. Yeah.
Brass chills.
Oh, I can't. Among other things, I'm not going to get into it. But yes, lots of bodily things are happening.
A lot of bodily functions are. Someone said my mood switched instantly. Yes, it motherfucking did. I was thinking about the fucking horror of doing Hangover Time with the team, the pre-trade deadline team for the rest of the season, and I was getting depressed. I'm not gonna lie to you. There were thoughts. So we're at 40 minutes. I want to get into Moose at the movies. Brass,
you ready, Moose?
I'm ready. I'm excited for this one. I think we got something good here.
One man, two desires, drip drop and cinema. It's Moose at the movies. Powered by Streambeat.
I like the dejected powered by Streambeat part.
Right.
Popcorn situation here. I got too much.
You probably need a butter situation. It's too dry.
Hey. Okay, so hold on.
They call it a butter situation.
All right. Streambeat paid a lot of money for this. Listen, hardcore basketball fans know where to find real tough and gritty games where only the highest of skill level can compete. Rucker Park in Harlem, Venice Beach in LA, the Dunder Mifflin Warehouse in Scranton, PA. That's right, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
This week, I'm breaking down one of the greatest amateur basketball games in the history of our nation.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
The Office versus the Warehouse.
Let's go.
Let's go.
In this episode, Michael Scott, regional manager of Dunder Mifflin, pause, challenges Daryl and the crew at the warehouse to a friendly game of basketball. See, Michael's just enamored with their machismo and their swagger, okay? But ultimately, he's a fucking idiot, okay? He quickly loses himself in this energy of shit talking, and he puts stakes on it that nobody was asking for. See, corporate wants them to stay and work on the weekend, and Michael thought, you know what? Loser comes in and works, and when your boss brings it up, what are you gonna say? So that's what they got to do. It was in that moment that Michael went from the world's best boss to the world's best baller, and begins assembling his all-star lineup. Using his keen discriminatory scouting techniques, like saving Oscar for baseball and boxing season, just because he's Mexican, you know, and guaranteeing that whoever plays can be compensated for their time. So he puts together he puts together a unique starting lineup, and from the outside, it looks like a terrible group of mostly out of shape middle-aged white men. But Michael has a secret weapon up his sleeve.
Let's do it.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes. Yes.
Stanley Hudson, a.k.a. the sassy black man.
Yes.
That's Michael's secret weapon.
That looked like Trevor Ariza.
Look at that. That should be the NBA logo right there, if you ask me, people. Because see it tight.
That's Trevor Ariza right before the spin move, fadeaway mid-range jumper.
That's who.
See, in Michael's mind, being black guarantees you a double-double. And of course, sick handles and infinite ladies off the court. But the secret is that Stanley has really never played a game of basketball or even dribbled a ball before in his entire life. So that was a great moment.
My dude wore a windbreaker to a basketball game.
I mean, look at the way he's dressed. How you gonna think he's a fucking baller when he's showing up like he's about to go fucking ski in Utah or something?
It's pretty close to Vice colors too.
That
You remember that enthusiasm?
He's like a gazelle out there. Don't you dare talk about Stanley.
He got that members only coat at the basketball game, and that's a shame. Go ahead, Bruce. I'm sorry.
No, it's
I just
fine.
love that picture. I love that.
It's great.
left hand.
I'm telling you,
I love that left hand.
That
pointing
needs
the
to
sky.
be the NBA logo. See, if he was actually a basketball player, it would kind of look like the Sham God. But you know, it's not happening. Now the warehouse does get out to an early lead, But Jim Halpert decides that this is his chance to impress Pam, aka Roy's wife. See? Interesting there. So he decides to put his cape on and step into the Jim VP role and turn this into a real nail biter. Now, although Michael Scott is usually money from the three-point line, allegedly, he doesn't make a single basket. Instead, it's Jim getting his Larry Bird on, and surprisingly, a timely three-pointer from Dwight Schrute that keeps them alive. It turns out Rip Hamilton was actually the second best player with a face mask.
Look at that sociopath.
Yeah. A sociopath. Yeah, he's a Miami Heat player. So now we got a real back and forth going on, and things are starting to get chippy between Roy and Jim. See, both are trying to secure a weekend with Pam and her love and all the shit that comes with it. It's the final minutes of the game that this could go either way. Shout out Deuces Network. But instead, it ends in controversy. See, Michael Scott claims he was a flagrant intentionally personally fouled, and that the game must be called off. Of course, the warehouse will never cave and accept defeat, let alone through disqualification. So instead, Michael says nobody will have to work this weekend because what's the point if they're all going to lose their jobs eventually? I mean, they're playing basketball in the middle of the day. I don't expect them to have the job that much longer. Maybe 7, 8, 9 seasons. I don't know. Eventually, it'll fizzle out.
We don't talk about the last season, really.
What's the point? See, this episode isn't just about a man seeking fame and glory on the basketball court to steal a girl's heart. No. It's not about white collar versus blue collar because we all know in sports, it's collar blind. What it really is...
Fuck off.
I hate you so, please, goddamn.
This episode is about showcasing the heart and will to win by basketball's biggest star, not Michael Jordan, it's Michael Gary Scott. Brass, take me out.
What the fuck is wrong with this thing?
Oh my God.
You said colorblind. You asshole. Oh, man. That was amazing.
That was fantastic.
I hate you so much.
I still don't understand how you would ever think a motherfucking windbreaker gonna win you a basketball game. That was like when we played the media game and people were like, "Oh, Alf, can you play?" I'm like, "Motherfucker, what makes you think I can play?" Because I'm black.
This season.
I'm terrible. I suck. I'm a terrible basketball player.
Where Michael really fucked up, he had Kevin, who was a damn good shooter. He had a ringer just sitting on the bench.
Yeah, he did.
Terrible GM. I did like that Michael had like the slick back Pat Riley hair though in this episode.
Mm-hmm.
But did you see the East Bay generic uniform?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Man.
No logos.
Columbia
Spring catalog, page 22. Yes.
No, that's the workout gear you get at Walmart.
It's reversible. And with the heavy mesh on the other side.
You wash it once and that thread come across the whole front of your chest.
You got to watch that in the pennies bag.
Let it start to peel and shit.
Yeah, the one sleeve just fall the fuck off. Man, that Vic news, I'm telling you, it changed my whole mood, man. I was ready to go to war with Siobhan. Like, listen, I was like, me and
fight with yourself. I was
Tiffany and I were ready to watch too.
Tiffany's over here like, I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about. I had a good anniversary.
Is it too late to sign Stanley?
Oh,
we need to sign Kevin. We had a really good. Did you see the Stan Van Gundy suggestion in the chat tonight, Brass?
Mm-mm.
For the movie?
No.
Danny DeVito. So good.
Listen, Danny DeVito make anything better, so I'm down.
True.
Have you guys ever seen Stan Van Gundy's handles?
yes.
Hey, it's tight. It's tight.
Don't try to trap him. He's gonna split the double team. What's it called? Wait, what did I miss?
What?
I went back to the box score looking for something to talk about, and I missed. What was the joke? I missed the joke.
Somebody gave us 24. Somebody gave us 15. Oh no, that was 28. Yeah, KCP.
28. KCP gave us 28.
I told you that man played with ankle monitors.
You out here telling me not to worry.
He played a whole half a season with an ankle monitor. He didn't take that's supposed to dog us.
That man used to house arrest. You thought he was scared?
Yeah.
I know he ain't scared, but he's trash. Like, he's not good.
He ain't. Y'all think everybody.
He ain't trash.
Motherfuckers turn
if you could turn into Michael Jordan with an ankle bracelet on, you could do anything.
Michael Jordan. I want a Michael Scott.
Shut up. Somebody said Markieff Morris was trash. Markieff is not trash. I'm sorry, Moose.
Shut up, Moose.
Shut up, Moose.
I'm telling you.
Alf just want to fight KCP. That's all.
This the last time. That motherfucker wear black Air Force Ones and shit.
Exactly. He gave us 28 points. It makes sense. And we still won. Relax.
I know who. Listen, Tiff, I fight people I can win against. I'm not gonna fight no KCP. Don't look like he don't even. He bigger than me and don't even look like he gonna fight me fair. Like he's still gonna bite. No, I'm not fighting no KCP.
It's breast stink. He gonna get you to back up off of him one way or another.
KCP got yellow eyes. You don't